Welcome back, Stingers. 2024 is going out with a bang. In this series, I'm answering the internet's most asked questions about Scorpio. And since I am a Sun, Moon, Stellium, Pluto, Mars dominant, I think I'm pretty qualified. Are you ready? Here we go. What do Scorpios struggle with? Ooh, now we're getting somewhere here. Scorpios have a lot of struggles, actually. I would say one of the biggest, and this is personally for me, is control. Control of all sorts. My own self-control, and that would not mean physically. Like Scorpios have the utmost control. Like we can be really, really attracted to someone and not say anything for years, not pursue them, not like that is control that other zodiac signs just do not have. I have control in the sense of my favorite food could be right here and I could be so hungry and I could not eat that. I don't care how long it sat there. I could just not eat it and not do it. I have control in the sense of not erupting when I want to. I think that is one of the main parts of Scorpio's control, because a lot of them want to fight you or do other things to you, and they have not. But I think a struggle, which is very Plutonian, is the control aspect of not wanting to be out of control. Like we find that a weakness in ourselves and in others, especially. Like when I see people who are rash, who just can't shut up. I had an Aries roommate once, really nice girl. She was like, I'm starting a super diet tomorrow. And the next day she's like got all this saran wrap. She's going to go run and all that. And then by the end of the night, she orders a large pizza. She was like, I have no self-control. I have no self-control. And she was so aware of it. So I would say like that for me is weak. It's like, how are you ordering a pizza knowing that you want to do a diet? Like for me, I'm just like, Scorpio doesn't even understand that shit. Like, how are you not able to just say no? You know what I mean? And she did that with a lot of other things too. So that we consider a weakness, which is necessarily, like logically, we understand that that's not necessarily a weakness of hers, was to just go and get the pizza, you know? Because a lot of people they would have just ordered the pizza. You know what I mean? Not me, but most people would have. So just that kind of control dynamic where it's so forceful, it's like to kind of ease up on the gas. That's a struggle, right? And it's something I'm not really working on, by the way. Most of us aren't working on that. We're like, nah, we're still going to be like, okay, that's weak. Controlling, I think, other people to a certain degree. It depends. Like if you're really close to us, now here's the thing. Listen carefully. This is not the control you think. If we're with someone and we really care about them and we know better than them, there's a dynamic of control there because they can't see it. And they're like, stop controlling me. It's like, I fucking know better than you. Okay, you know what? Walk across the bridge. And we know that eventually you won't be able to get across because there'll be a hidden, cliff, and you're going to fall and die. Like we know that, but you don't know that. And so we have this dynamic, and it's usually really not with people we don't know, like, because we couldn't care less. But I think those in our vicinity, like we know better. We're the emotional one. We're the sensitive one. We get it. We understand the vibes of other people. And so I think there's a dynamic of control there with people around us because we're trying to like keep you out of harm's way. You're welcome, by the way. But I think that is a struggle to release that and be like, you know what? Let them fall off the bridge. Let them die. Let them get shot. Let them get their heart broken by that guy. Let them catch a disease because we know she got herpes. You know what I mean? Like there's something to that. There's something to letting other people fall and make their mistakes. There's something to letting other people get severely hurt and us just backing up. And this is something that I've implemented. Actually, I've implemented this part of control recently, and it kind of feels good though. I'm letting people skin their knees, and they're skinning them bad. They're doing really bad because I have not controlled a lot of situations, but it actually feels good for me. I feel like lifted the couch off my back. So that's one thing that Scorpios struggle with, is that control dynamic with people close to them, when we know that they're going to F up, when we know that they're going to get hurt, when we know way more than them, because we're sensitive and they're not. They're just all over the place. Right? I want to do this. Honey, go ahead and do it. And then next thing you know, they're in the ER. Next thing you know, their business failed. Next thing you know, but that's just one of those things. But Pluto controls, period. And it controls in whatever vicinity. And so that's one of the things. Another thing that Scorpios struggle with, I would say, I don't know if this is a struggle, because it's something that I kind of like, being very deeply emotional about things, like taking it to such an extreme level where people don't even understand, where they can't follow you, they can't get there with you, and just sitting in that. I really have grown to enjoy that type of intensity. And I know people around me, well, not now, because the people closest are Scorpios, heavy Scorpios too. So we all get that zone. But I would say family, other family members will never get that. And I think some Scorpios struggle to understand how deep and emotional we are, and just to dive into it. And they listen too much to the fluffy noise. And so they're like, oh, and I get emails like this too. I'm too intense, and I'm like, no, you're not. You're just listening to peanut gallery. So once I kind of shut them out, and that's another struggle in itself, listening to all you fluffy people who, and those of you who know, you're dating Scorpios, you're sleeping with Scorpios, you're friends with Scorpios, I put that in quotations, and you want us to be light. And maybe your influence has them kind of going back and forth like, oh my gosh, I hate this intensity, I should be lighter, blah, 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 blah. Scorpios, listen to me. No, do not listen. There's such amazing clarity in the dark, in the deepness. If you've read my book, I'm Not Crazy, A Scorpio's Guide to Embracing the Dark Side, there is such solace, such peacefulness, such understanding, such clarity in the intensity. So I, got rid of a lot of people around me who was doing that bird noise as well, and discovered so much about myself. And I actually love the dark. I love what's considered the dark side. So I think those are the struggles. That's the struggle, going back and forth. Like, should I be light and fluffy? Should I be deep and intense? It's like, honey, go into your nature. A lion's not going to try and be an elephant tomorrow. They're going to do lion things, honey. They're going to hunt. They're going to bite. They're going to, whatever they do. And so you should just do that too. I think that is another struggle. There's many, but I don't have time in this video, honey. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can take a quiz to see what type of Scorpio you are. Then book a master chart reading where I break everything down on an astrological level. You can also purchase my course, Becoming Fabulous, buy my books, and shop my pop-up shop. Otter Spirit is being generous, giving 20% off their amazing healing crystal jewelry. I have the Scorpio pack. Use the link below for your discount, and let me know in the comments which one you purchased.